What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, I would say that Marvel has been pretty sparing with the new footage they've shared for AntMan and the WASP Quantumania, but alas, it's only just now past the 1 month mark. There is plenty of time for them to ramp up how many TV spots we get. If it's anything like Wakanda Forever, we'll be getting a ton of them in any day now. In the meantime, the big reveals have come via the still shots that are mostly from the upcoming Empire magazine forthcoming issue, but they've been coming every day. And while there have been some big reveals, and we'll cover that group that dropped this morning, including that shot of Kang. We'll explain what that device is doing, how it plays a part, and what Kang ultimately wants from Ant-Man. The biggest reveal came in just days ago, Marvel themselves seemingly via Easter egg and detail confirming that this character Quaz is actually Quasar. We're going to break down all the new Easter eggs and details in the still frames released officially from Marvel Studios, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, which we are right around the corner from the next one. Again, all you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So back on December 2nd, over a month and a half ago, I did a video covering William Jackson Harper's inclusion in Ant-Man and the Wasp, though he hadn't been featured in any of the promotions or listed officially. He had been confirmed by Variety, but we hadn't seen anything in Marvel promo, and the prevailing theory at the time is he was playing a variant of Reed Richards. That's why they wanted to keep his role so secret. But on this video I posted on December 2nd, I actually said it was more likely he was playing the character of Quasar, this based on industry insider reports and rumors that his nickname may be Quaz in the film, and that was enough for me to draw a logical conclusion. But as it turns out, Marvel has released at least one official piece of promo for William Jackson Harper's character. Again, not featured in any of the trailers, but this HD still. And what you can clearly see in the little bit of costume that is showing is that while it's a little bit nicer than the rest of the freedom fighters, it definitely looks like he's either a leader or a royalty among them. But the three colors that are prominent are none other than red, yellow, and blue. And for Marvel Studios, who doesn't just do random things with their costuming, every little detail is poured over. These three colors are exactly the three colors that make up Quasar's costume when he finally becomes that character, which we have a good feeling will be actualized at least by the end of this film or teased in a post-credit scene. Now, while I do want to break down some of those other shots, I think it's at least worth mentioning quickly that everything we need is basically already set up for Wendell Vaughn, aka Quasar's story, and it's unclear whether he's going to be from Earth and they'll retain that part of his storyline, but if they do, Shield Academy, Project Pegasus, Stark International, all of those have been set up in the MCU, including the most important part of his backstory in the quantum bands, which I think it's very likely now that the quantum bands are exactly what we see Ms. Marvel have one half of, and there will be another half of those quantum bands somewhere in the universe. They'll be linked to the quantum energy that we see Kang harnessing via the circuit board on his costume, also probably the same quantum energy or variant thereof, pun totally intended, that he needs to get out of the quantum realm, which is his ultimate goal. Now, Kevin Feige just a week ago confirmed that ultimately it's his time chair that he needs to have powered up, and that's what he needs from Ant-Man. Kevin Feige ambiguously said, wouldn't it be nice if he had access to scientists with Pym particles? I took that at the time to mean he needs Pym particles as part of his contraption. I had pointed to Tony Stark needing Pym particles as a part of the process for the quantum navigation device. But honestly, I think it's quite different, and I'm going to base this theory on the footage that we've seen. I think he needs Ant-Man's suit and Pym particles to go even smaller and squeeze through whatever this subspace is here to get to this power source. His Pym particles aren't what he needs to power his chair, as you see in the background here, or go in this contraption. He needs access to that power source to power this contraption. Think of it as basically a quantum sun. Now, what's crazy here is we've actually seen what looks like Kang putting a power source in and ultimately powering up this chair, which probably means that he gets out of the quantum realm. But to be fair, the marketing for this film says come witness the beginning of a new dynasty, and you can't really kick off Kang's dynasty if he gets defeated in the very first film he shows up in. So however this is going to go, like Ant-Man said, make them both lose, there's a chance they may both lose, but Kang may be able to break free anyway. Also, for the record, guys, I do not think Ant-Man is going to die in this movie. I think Paul Rudd is just too likable. This is the peak of the Ant-Man film. I don't think we need to go sacrificing any big named Avengers, especially from the Infinity Saga and before we get to Secret Wars. More specifically, what I'm saying is I think Marvel Studios is still in mass collection phase. don't go nixing any of the superheroes yet. The more the merrier when we get to Secret Wars. I mean, if we're bringing them in from the multiverse, we might as well keep the ones we've got. That's just my opinion, but I do think that there's a chance ultimately he's going to be able to access that. Now, we've talked about the real-time physics of what's going on, why there are multiple Ant-Men here, and I actually plan on breaking that down in a much shorter, much simpler video, but in an attempt to make that as simple as possible, I got a little confused myself. I had to relearn some basis for quantum physics. Guys, you know, it's Schrodinger's ant. That's about as simple as I can say it. So if you understand that concept, then you get what's going on in this footage. If you don't, hopefully I have a video coming out later that's meant to clear a lot of that up. But man, sometimes it's like when you're thinking this hard about a Marvel movie, you wonder if they're even going to pay it off. Speaking of which, we have not heard much about how this movie may end. There have been a lot of rumors about what's going on in the film. It seems like Marvel's been willing to confirm a lot of that, a lot more than normal. Hearing Kevin Feige talk about raw plot points and big reveals from the film is not a norm from Marvel Studios, but the fact that they've been willing to do that, and like I said, the fact that some of this footage makes it look like ultimately Kang may get there and break free. Again, yeah, Kang Dynasty makes it seem like he won't be defeated in this film, but I believe there'll ultimately be some major twists coming. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below, how hype you are for the movie, if you got the tickets, and how you expect this whole thing to end. Also, all of your own theories about what's going on in some of this footage. I am all ears as always, patiently waiting for the new TV spot. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5 instead of subscriber milestones. Now at this point, we're going to do it to coincide with Marvel movies. The next one is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania on February 17th. So if you want to be entered to win or for any of the future giveaways, all the same rules will always apply. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here, live and with my voice. So guys, please be vigilant on my channel or anybody else's. I've seen it all over YouTube and really on multiple platforms. Anybody can use anybody's photo and say they're anybody. No YouTuber will ever ask you to contact them on a third-party app. No YouTuber will ever announce that you've won in a comment, and no YouTuber will certainly ever ask you for shipping or a single dollar. That's not how YouTubers operate. So if you see comments like that on my video, other people's videos, the best thing you can do is to just report those comments, and please be vigilant about it. Again, no YouTuber will ever ask you for a dollar, and the biggest way I could solve it is to just stop doing giveaways, but I don't want to punish the community and stop doing that just because these guys are trying to scam. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at @I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. I actually have a brand new EP coming out that I can't wait to share with you guys, and I've been going crazy in the studio for the last 4 or 5 months trying to complete. I don't know, man, the older I get, sometimes I wonder why, but hey, what else is there in life but is to toil against our passion? You guys agree? Some of you are like, I don't even know what the heck you're talking about. Don't worry, you're probably better for it. I love you guys all the same. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.